Morning everybody, welcome to another video, welcome to Mike's Retro Tech and the Retro Tech Loft. As you probably saw in a very small clip recently, the tabletop cover didn't really work very well, so we're back to the bare wood on the tabletop. I need to get some sort of paint on this to paint it or change this and actually make it into something better. These are loft floorboards, you know, the boards that you put down over the risers to make the floor. So these are not the best in the world. They work, but they're not the best. So I think I'm gonna have to paint it, maybe paint it a white or a grey. I might have to get some paint, some gloss paint for that, but there we go. Anyway, today's video will be a fishing video. What I've got over here is I have got this. Now this is a vintage aluminium fishing chair. It's like a director's chair, so it opens up that way and then they come out like so. I'll put a still image in now. So that's what it looked like, and as you can see, the material's frayed. It's literally punched through, so the back doesn't stick up. So today I'm going to unpick that and then try and get this off, because this is frayed as well, and try and make a new set of seats for it. Because what I have got is I've got this. I've got 2 meters of brown and black and yellow canvas material. It's not as thick as this, because this is proper canvas, but it's, you know, fairly stretchy, and it will do. If I double it over, it should work quite well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that over there. I've got proper good scissors there, yeah, and then this, which I'm going to use as the template. So that's the top and that's the bottom, so it literally just folds over, sewn double, sewn double, sewn double. But this is the problem, you see. So I've got all my sewing stuff there. And we'll be using the Daniel James lightweight sewing machine. I'm not doing that by hand. Got some paper to put down, I think, to make sure that nothing gets damaged from any grease on the table. So let's put this down and see if that helps any. I'm hoping it will. Right, put that down there like that. Okay. So what I've got in my little box here, okay, is I've got what we call a quick unpick in the UK. You might call it a thread ripper. Oh, it's not a CPU. Or a, I don't know, a cotton cutter or something. I don't know, but we call them a quick unpick. And I need, what have we got? That's not bad. That's a bit dark. That's a bit light. That's too light. Yeah. So maybe that on the top, and then a black underneath for the cross thread. Yeah, right. Don't think we need that anymore. So we'll take that here. So what we'll do first is we will unpick unpick this. I might even try and find some little plastic, some little rubber tops to go over the metal so it doesn't rub again, but we'll see. Right, okay, so that's one side done. It's by no means perfect, and there'll be a lot of people triggered about that because of the way that I've used the sewing machine and because of the way that I've done the edges on that. But I don't care. It's the first time I've used this sewing machine since I bought it, and it's quite easy actually, and it's quite fun. And you know, why shouldn't men use a sewing machine? The advert had a man on it, a tailor. You know, so it's not just the domain of women. You know, we're all equal. We all should be able to do this. And I can now fix things. I've got a cushion that I'm going to fix, so that'll be another video. So now I've done one side, I'm going to do the same thing on the other, and then put them together back to back and sew them up, and then make the pattern from there. So we've got like two lots of you know, two lots of backing, which means it's going to be a lot stronger, and hopefully it will last a lot longer than the other one. So that's the first one done. Then the next one I'll just do off camera because it's the same process.
One eternity later.
Right, so that's both sides, both edges done on this second piece. And what I've done is I've got a biro very lightly just marked on it where I need to fold the second piece of fabric. My dressmaker's tailor's chalk is coming next week, so I've not got any, unfortunately, but I've got some multiple coloured ones, blue, red and white, just to, you know, to use this for a few future videos. So for the moment I've used the ballpoint pen. Shouldn't do that really because it will probably mark the material, but at least I know now where I can fold and I can sew to, so I'll get on with that. Can I get full frame on? There we go. Right, so that's both sides done now, so let's see how well these match up. Let's try it that way. Let's see. So end to end, that's not bad. A bit over there and a bit to there, but maybe a bit under and over on both sides, but I don't, for a first attempt I do not think that is bad. So what I will do now is sew all those up around the outsides, so we've got like a double locking stitch there, and then we will fold them over and make whatever the template was over here. We'll make that, we'll sew it up here, and we'll sew it up at the top there, double stitching, and then that will be where it goes into. Yeah, once it's been stitched up. So yeah, we're looking good. Right, so 2 inches that side, 2 inches that side. Going to use that as the bottom because that's the one that's a bit, you know, not lined up properly. That's lined up at the top, so that should be nice. So we've now got to do in here to sew up the top. So let's just try that and see what we get. Okay, that's one bit. I think I might run it over again just to make it more solid, just to make it more stable. One thing I will say is this little sewing machine doesn't like very thick material, so you got to be careful if you've got one of these. Don't over sew it. Don't put it through anything that's too thick. Right, so that's the top there. So the same on that side. We can do it this way actually now, and I drop that down there like so. Oh, it's not pushing through. It's not pushing through. Right, that was that way. And I think now I'll do a second one that way. Honestly, doing this, I tell you, I feel like John Spartan in The Demolition Man. Waking up out of cryo sleep to be a seamstress. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but, you know, not the sort of thing in the 90s that people associated with men. Whereas these days, in the 2020s and the 2022s, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it saved me having to buy a new fishing seat, which I didn't want to do, and these are nice and light. So, right, that's that. Let's get it over to the chair and see what it looks like. Right, there's the chair up. So this is the old base still, and then that's what it looks like with that on. Now, I don't think it's bad, that. I've not actually sat on it yet, but I think I will do. I'll try it now and see whether it's strong enough. It should be, because it's like 2 layers of fabric plus whatever. Now, it could be that I sew up here as well, just to make it more stable. In fact, I might do that. I might make a line on there and just sew it. Yeah, might be a good idea, actually, that. Then at least it's thin and not moving around a bit. Yeah, I'll do that now then.
A few moments later.
Okay, so all done with that. So as you see there, it's stitched now with a tube, and then it's double stitched here, double stitched there, double stitched across, and it's quite comfortable. I maybe should have made it a bit longer to put down there, because then that protects my back when I'm fishing, but that's what the original one was. So I've just made it exactly as it was. I think that's quite a success. So I'm going to do the base now. I'm going to do the bottom bit, because that seems to be a bit, it needs a bit more material. I might have to do 4 of those on there. I don't know yet. It's a bit big, but we'll see. We'll give it a go, and we'll see whether we can replace this. Not sure I'm going to get it off yet. There's a gap in here, which I think these 2 pull away, and then this will slip out. But I'm not rightly sure how I'm going to manage to do that. But we'll give it a go. Okay, with a bit of pulling and a bit of brute force, these do come out, and they're like sprung. So I'm going to make sure that they go back in the same place. And as you can see, when you've sat on it, it sort of like goes a bit horrible and gammy. So maybe I need to put something on there as well, some like lubricant or something. But anyway, this means that these now will slide out of here, and I'll be able to take these apart and create a new one. Right, so it's taken me about 20 minutes to do this bottom bit now. So that was the original bottom in the canvas. Now, I didn't have enough material to turn it over twice like that and put a hem on it. But what I have done is I've doubled up the fabric. That'll be underneath. Doubled up the fabric, overlocked it, double seamed it, and then left those holes open in there. So we'll take you over now to the seat, and we'll put it on, and we'll see what it looks like.
A few moments later.
Alright, so it's on the stool. Seems to be alright. Now I'm hoping that my humongous weight is not going to break it. Now it might do, it might not. So I'm going to sit on it, and then I'll let you know in a minute whether it worked or not. And bosh, there we go, job's a good one. So camouflage material on here, fairly stable. Worst comes to the worst, I can put a plank on it, and I can use that with a foam seat. I've got a bit of foam left, I think, somewhere. And yeah, that's it. So very easy, using the tiny Daniel James sewing machine, which I bought and reviewed a video or 2 back. So 30 quid for that, £6 for the material. cost me nothing for the cotton because it came with the machine. So for less than 40 quid, I've got me really lightweight chair. This is so lightweight now that I don't think I'll need another fishing chair, not for a long time. And even if this breaks, I've still got some more of this material left. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do a stink bag for my landing net. So I'll put that in my landing net and my bait boxes. I'll put bag in there. I've already got a rucksack, fishing sack in this sort of material colour that I'm going to be using for lightweight fishing and for fishing on the cheap, which will be more videos coming when I get a chance to do that in the fishing season. Yeah, so that was very, I don't know whether it was a quick video or not, probably a long video on a refurbishment of this chair. I'm not going to make it any shiny because it's only going to get dirty, but this was the one I wanted to do because the old one had got the hole in and it wasn't very good. So yeah, so 2 bits of green material, which I might be able to use again because the middle bits are quite good. So we'll put that to one side, we'll put that in our use again bin, and then we'll see whether we can make anything out of that. Well, there you go. I hope you found that useful and entertaining. Come back for the next video. Stay safe, everybody. See you soon. Bye bye.